Venga, listo. Hijo, que me diga. Ay, no. Venga, arrancando. Sí, ahí toca.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Que sí, muchacha. Que ya sé que tú siempre estás lista.
Cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing like it.
Que así me guste.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
No.
Rain is...
Bueno, bien, es perfecto, fácil. A ver, tú. Es una comida chunga, ¿eh? ¿Qué es esta ficción? Por Dios. Bueno, pues sí que aplicó el colgar, ¿eh? pareces a
So you
Kate
decided to
Beckinsale.
come. It's a good thing you didn't arrive any earlier. You would have had to witness it just now, when Nanako was attending to him. When she asked him who the people were, it looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his ears and looking frantically around him with bloodshot. All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. His senior, in fact. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. Thankfully, the ritual has now begun. All we can do is, please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water.
Huh? Who's that sneak? We won't let them get away! Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? Is this definitely the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted!
How did you catch up with me so quickly? Are you sure you're Domon's disciples? You move even quicker than he does. Unless... I guess it's been a few years.
Excuse me? We're the ones asking the question. And what are you doing sneaking around these parts? You seem like bad news, mister.
Bad news? I'll have you know I trained side by side with Domon back in the day, long before you ever showed up. I don't care to talk about that time anymore.
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated. When we were young, we trained under the same swordmaster. I had begun training 5 years before him, and practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art seek to achieve stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go straight to our sensei. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title of the best sword... I thought so too at the time. But Domon began making swift... Only then did I realize that it was Domon who had long... He was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world. He sought nothing less than perfection.
Sure sounds like he meant business.
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that I would succeed. Of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not just the... Later, I heard that he sparred with Sensei too. Sensei was advanced in years by then, and after that I wanted nothing further to do with him. Deep down, so, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was to dismiss them as false. I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, so you see, I came here not to cause... Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems like we got it wrong this... Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him back with us. Let's go see how the
¿Por qué no? Ya sabéis que lo que les pasa a los Resolución es que tienen memoria.
What? You're saying he isn't possessed? Does that mean that he's just lost his mind? But how...
Nanako, please.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, I can find no... But spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, and all is certainly not lost. For I received word not long ago...
Lady Yai? Is that...
The head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed, and I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your
Excuse me, Miss Inagi, but I must ask.
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your timely arrival at the Grand Narukami Shrine. Lady Yai does not like to be kept waiting. I must leave now, but we will meet soon at the shrine.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our...
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough?
No, that's not what I meant at all. You miss... I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine maiden. Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei...
Sure. Who knows? Maybe we'll be...
Ahora mismo voy. Déjame que me teletransporte y listo. ¿De dónde han saltado las otras misiones diarias? Sus muertos. Claro, es un conglomerado de islas, así que es normal que las misiones diarias pues toquen en islas. Completamente normal.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Si puedo, voy a evitar saltar la misión
Of the Electro Archon. May the blossoms of the sacred...
con aquí estos. Sí, ofrece. Recompensa.
May the blossoms of the sacred Sakura bloom eternally.
Do you think that's Lady Yai? Oh, no wonder Junior is so excited. She has a really striking presence. Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably nothing.
Keep away. Keep away from me. I gave up the art of the sword.
As you can see, Lady Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to see those who have lost it.
Lady Yai, it must be a possession. This is nothing like him at all. In the past, no matter what came his...
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not
Then...
Yes. This is a change in the person himself. Unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under, he suffered a spiritual collapse. With his wits impaired, as one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back desperately again. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision. For to be stripped of one's vision is to...
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Yai, even without his ambition, why should he suffer?
Your school practices Meikyo Shisui art, does it not? Stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. What a fine notion that would be if any in this world could ever hope to achieve it. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. And then there was an aged swordmaster who was aggrieved enough that he crossed... Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow disciple, and defeated them both?
Lady Yai, I'm not...
The path of the swordmaster is filled with twists and turns. It is no small undertaking to pursue the position of greatest swordmaster in the world. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams of others, even those of one's closest companion. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for him to rise above the pain of these encounters, to focus on the way ahead. When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his growing anxiety, he slowly descended in much like a certain fatally flawed friend of mine.
Poor Sensei.
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Isn't that... Did he follow us the whole way here?
Ansai, why are there two of you? Is that you or... You're here for revenge, aren't you?
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are far from kind. It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs. Follow the way of the sword.
But what if one day, the same thing happened? I put everything I had into trying to become the best. But what if there's a chance they'll end up like me one day?
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me I can't know whether I want to keep going.
Nanako's far from the only one.
Goodness.
You see? Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me. So I can't claim to understand it. But I do know. So, just as I once placed my you are not in the same position that I was.
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffering inside of me will not abate, but as your sensei, I shall this is my promise. And I humbly ask
You can count on that. I'd be checking in on you occasionally, but I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong in the dojo anymore. Well, don't just stand there.
So even though his ambition was taken away, his disciples can take it over on his behalf.
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, my intuition was the wind that blows from afar carries fresh light. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Ai, she seems super mysterious. But, we can come back to it.
Porque es una víbora de mucho cuidado, me da la sensación. No sé por qué, creo que no me equivoco.
See that he stays safe.
Mira, forma. Todo bien español, termina perfecto. Los sonidos son muy chéveres aquí. Que sí que. Ahí está. Pero espera un momento. Si hay algún chisme entre otro, entonces están demostrando todos comentar el efecto de los dos. Bueno, no tanto, ¿eh? No tanto, la vez ha hecho no tanto. Pero yo voy también. Me lo he pensado. Luego toca el suelo y me meto. Hmm.
Oh, Ayaka! Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you both
Menos
face
mal
to
que alguien
face.
tiene señora.
I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah. Short of getting them their visions back, it's, Ayaka.
Because now that you have done the three things I asked of you, I consider you to be my friends. As you...
Mm-hmm.
Wait a second. But isn't Toma your, servant?
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining. Toma is first and foremost...
Oh, okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different out in the open compared to...
Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your feelings on what you have seen? Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, the lives of those who inhabit the world, thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these things take place with no regard for the feelings of, but I believe that surely you understand what they must endure. It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. In which case, perhaps you will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were right all along.
See? I told you she wouldn't Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature, perhaps we could move to the Komori...
Menos mal.
Well, here we are
Algo se quemó
again.
yo.
Please continue without me.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build, and repair any property on this land, and even to allow or deny access. Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing ceremonial affairs. Oftentimes, it is not appropriate to discuss details in front of bystanders.
Oh, Paimon gets it!
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here. Only members of the Yashiro...
Makes sense. Perfect.
In any case, we can talk freely here. I presume you have a few questions? The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on but only a few occasions, most of them formal ceremonies. She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense of absolute authority. But as I recall, it was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she appeared to me to be less of a ruler and more of, well, an The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, the Vision Hunt Decree is something that has, after all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive visions. Moreover, it is not because of this, the attitude of most people towards the Vision Hunt Decree is one of indifference.
How can they be like...
Nevertheless, in addition to us, there is also the resistance on Watatsumi Island.
Resistance? You mean like...
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied together to say a little more about Sangonomiya. Historically, there has always been some conflict between them and the shogunate of Narukami Island due to their different belief systems. But I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind their resistance movement, beyond... Of course! We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time a proposal to repeal the decree arrives at Tenchukaku, it is promptly they invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support for the Shogun's decisions. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's sudden decision.
Ooh, Paimon!
Oh? What would you...
Have you got a plan yet to fight them?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, do not forget that challenging the Vision Hunt decree is tantamount to...
So...
Well, for the moment, all we can do is try and reduce the harm that is... For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge, or manufacturing counterfeit visions for them.
You're telling Paimon that there are people out there...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, their counterfeits are indistinguishable from the genuine article. The problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who was providing us with counterfeit visions, has recently been arrested by the Tenryou Commission.
Darn!
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be exposed. Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison would risk By no means do we intend... When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look... You want to know who...
Déjame lo suyo que yo... Aunque espere, bichos, espere. ¿Y por qué no ves esto? No, no tengo el nivel 1. Qué guay. Meditarlo. No puedo porque no tengo el nivel 2. ¿Qué quieres que me dice? ¿Y tengo que poner el nivel 2? Pues lo medito. Ya está. ¡Ay! Madre mía. Me acabo de acordar que llevo días sin entrar en el relajo. Espera. Se me ha muerto el problema de este partido.
Maybe you're not...
Sí, sí, sí. operativo. No te van a llamar y no puedes pagar.
If you ever have any...
Que sí. Vamos a usar estas chemas y teníamos que ir ahí. Creo que aquí, siempre ahí.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the Vision Hunt decree, believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've seen the same unpleasant
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision.
So this is the Vision Hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and watch. Psst. Hey, huh? There's more. What's going on? Shh, quiet. Hey, this isn't right, you know. Just because you don't have a vision doesn't mean you can sit back and watch. Huh? Hey, shh. If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one much longer.
All right.
wise.
What should we do now? This is your fault.
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure...
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think...
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction that we... Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Great to meet ya.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her and her fireworks, summer on Narukami Island just wouldn't be the same.
Whoa, that's quite the introduction. Paimon loves fireworks. It's nice to meet you.
Stop it, Hanjiro. You'll embarrass me. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking Master Masakatsu. He's the one that gave me the fake visions in the first place. His handiwork allowed me...
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man. It's too bad good people seldom get the recognition.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it sounds like the sheerest, but if I just marched straight in there by myself, I'd probably get Miss Kamisato in a whole heap. So, what about if I...
Sure, welcome to the team. Ayaka told us to go look for help at a firework.
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides hiding vision bearers in my shop, that is. So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police station. I've already surveyed the area and...
Whoa, talk about a
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as...
Time to break him...
Mientras no me hagan otro juego raro de que no te vean ni toda esta pesca, todo sin problema. Hazme con el juego.
Please speak to President Song. Stop adding characters to the characters.
No la saltan, no sé. ¿Qué poder es ese lanzar o algo? Falta elemento, pide.
If you ever...
Los quito allí y pongo...
Next time, be sure to make a proper appointment.
Igual pongo que el juego porque si... No sé qué...
I'm taking the stick.
Una baja onda. Tontería.
Now that we're inside, this place is a whole lot creepier than my...
Come on, this way. As long as we stay quiet, I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. We should split up. I've got a little present to prepare for Master Masakatsu.
You sure?
Yes, you too.
Pues si pones explosivos, no se utilizan en la pirotecnia. Si solo hay una en toda la ciudad, va a ser la que maneje eso. No es de...
I must withdraw.
Talk about a big door! Seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
To ashes!
I dare you! I must withdraw.
Allow me to strike first! Don't hold back!
Back off!
I'll spare nothing!
Sacred name, Fortune Preserver.
Bueno, ahora ya un lugar.
Battle formation!
Wheel of Life.
I won't forget this.
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. These guys seem a lot tougher than usual. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Time for your arraignment! Boom boom!
I must withdraw.
¿Cómo se ve por ahí? Esto es algo vuelta.
Teach me a lesson. Soldiers, quick!
Power that ended Python!
I must. Watch your step. I dare you. Don't
Deal
hold
with
back.
me! Incinerate!
I'll spare nothing. I've been bested. A word. I need to train harder.
Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Rise.
Teach me a lesson. Watch your step.
Opening
Show me
box
what
of
you've
dead
got.
by tricks. Life goes on. Inadmissible evidence! To ashes!
I need to train harder.
No sé, me estoy empezando a perder, ¿eh? ¿Dónde lleva ese operativo? Aquí es. Fácil de perder, ¿eh? Esto está muy bien. O que te desetes y llevas a aparecer así, ¡plup! Como nada, o que te muestren. Eso ya lo suyo. Digo que, en fin, lo es importante. Otro. No sé dónde. A ver. Oh, me ha gustado esta mecánica de las puertas.
Shh! Quick! Hide! Look over there. That must be Master Masakatsu.
Did you really think that little trick of yours could fool us?
Locking you up was just...
Oh no! Those Tenryo...
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya, when did you get back here?
I can't bear to watch. If any...
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ah, ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson.
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army. What's she doing here?
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military regulations.
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action, then you are also unworthy of the Tenryo Commission itself. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, ma'am. It won't happen again.
Oh, I'm unsure when...
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move.
Yoimiya, are you sure now?
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered. Time for...
Fireworks?
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
Es que se está descubriendo.
Fireworks were enough to distract them.
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear. Now.
Sí, bueno, yo no estaría aquí. No me hagas tener poco. Aquí es donde lo pongo, ¿no? Vamos a escribir un lápiz. Aquí en los cofres. Ahí está el tío. Y animación. Esa cosa que hay arriba tiene que tener algún contenido político.
Master Masakatsu,
Come on! We've got no time to look. Oh.
Yes. Lee, he's in serious condition. Be sure he gets immediate medical. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't.
Well, you can bet we'll do.
Bueno, lo de este cofre ha sido un poco cantoso. Que aparezca así el otro cofre. Pero no pasa nada.
Yes.
Master Masakatsu,
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the infirmary.
thank you. All of you. I'll take him to get treated.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu.
Master Masakatsu.
Good thing we were able to rescue him. Right, Kujosara. Do you think it seems as though there are some okay people among the ranks of the Tenryo? How about we go tell Aya?
Add Astro.
Lo de la resolución. Tiene manía de construir las casas aquí. Caos inescalables. Horroroso.
I see. So Kujo-Sara stayed her hand. It would appear she still has some honor to her. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo-Sara is also carrying out the Vision Hunt decree. She, in her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no threat to the decree. This is why she was. If our true motives were ever divulged, she would act against.
True. Though if you ask me, Master, we are now one step closer to victory. You're turning.
Indeed. Things may. But if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision, it is time we make ready our next set of plans.
There's no need to rush. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we rescued. Yes, which reminds me. The Tenryo Commission seems to be making preparations for a celebration.
They call it and the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree seems to be waning. The days ahead may be more peaceful than usual.
A ceremony, you say? Why would such a task be left to the Tenryo Commission?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway, with the Tenryo Commission busy with preparations, we should have a little...
Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Toma.
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Might I suggest an evening of hot pot together? Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll...
A hot pot game? What's that?
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the hot pot. Once the meal begins, we add all the ingredients together. Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot, taste it. Anyone who guesses correctly can... Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try. In fact, I've already got my...
You really do want to... Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to get... Ooh! Paimon proposes we gather raging... This is already...
Oh, my stomach! It feels like...
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate practically...
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flash-boiled... hold up, my life is starting...
Weren't you the one who added those little boiling cakes in hot pot? Ugh. Think of the...
I must apologize. To be...
Uh-oh, I'm definitely not...
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have been someone else's turn. Talk about being competitive.
I guess I've been feeling unlucky recently and wanted the god of hot pot's blessing. Perhaps I did get a... I think my luck is already... So without further ado...
Oh, brother.
Good.
Yes. If the... And with the extra time?
Let's all take some much-needed time off. Downtime is hard to come... I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our ingredients for our next round.
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now.
Bye, Toma. Seems we won't need to be... Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, and but you ought not be nervous. This is not coming...
Individual request?
Correct. This may seem a little sudden, but in my view, a few days ago, she wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what drew my attention was a name.
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away many years ago, so... I am very curious. According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki. This seems to have been someone very important to my mother.
Paimon thinks it sounds like...
That's what I thought too.
So what do you want us to do? Do you need us to find her for you?
No. Her address is given in the notebook. We can head straight there. Please keep everything I have told you. The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together. But he is terribly busy at present, and on a more selfish note, Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well-mannered...
You can count on us!
Wonderful!
Oh, we don't mind.
Thank you kindly.
Alright, sounds great!
Apologies. Gamore Tea House only accepts guests.
It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun.
No, what made you think that? Festivals are a common occurrence. Each season brings its own festival. So, oh, my.
Oh, so you weren't checking out the.
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato with guests. Oh, greetings.
Oh,
let me see. Oh, it's a Miss Kamisato. You'd like us to make a kimono following this design, yes?
Please, if you could.
I'm honored that you'd choose Ogura textiles and kimonos for your tailoring needs. Based on the design, this kind of kimono would require silk made from the silk flower. As you well know, Inazuma is currently... In all honesty, the impact on the textiles industry has been quite significant. We're struggling to import high-grade fabrics. So much of... But of course, where our customers are able to provide the fabrics...
So you're saying we need to go...
If even Ogura textiles and kimonos can't get a hold of...
You could try the International Trade Association. They are a little better connected than we are. The only thing is their prices. They're not the cheapest. In times like these...
So even just getting clothes made... Wait! The International Trade Association? That's Karisu's...
It looks... Thank you ever so much. Oh, in the meantime, I have one other...
Why is she being so...
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kami. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end product.
That's Traveler Paimon? Let's...
Pero yo tengo guardación. Que la tengo yo. Y no poca. Bastante. Madre mía.
This is it. The International Trade Association.
Okay then, we need to talk to Karisu, right? Doesn't look like he's here. Let's look around.
Ahí está. Ya no van a estar acá.
Look, there he is.
Looks like we've...
¿Por qué se plano? ¿Quién está ahí?
Mr. Karisu, are you alright?
Oh, you're Miss Sayaka from the Kamisato clan.
Better than you would.
And if it isn't the Traveler, I haven't seen you. Thanks again for your help last time.
That's great, but,
Well, it's embarrassing to admit, but some of the association...
Which goods were
It was a batch of high-grade silk. We imported a big batch of silk from Liyue several years ago. Recently, we heard that clothing stores in the city have more or less sold all their silk stocks. So we figured now would be a... The vagrants swiped the whole... Well...
Well, I also take issue with aspects of the Kanjo Commission's operational methods. Please remember, Mr. Karisu, that while you are here in Inazuma, you should be careful.
Anyway, there doesn't seem to be much...
I am afraid I can't...
Of course, I would never...
Yes, acting in my own capacity, mind you. Even then, there is no escaping the fact that my every action and word, I do so not without reservation, so... That aside, as I'm sure you're aware, given your position and that of the International Trade Association, please try to exercise...
We will, but, what if someone high up in the Kanjo Commission sees what you're doing and doesn't like it? You're a highly respected member of society.
Very humorous. Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan. I would be very surprised indeed if anybody in the Conju Commission felt that I was accountable to
Whoa, that sent shivers down Paimon's spine.
Mr. Kurisu, I need to know the exact...
Thank you so much.
Sí.
Everyone, please follow me to the scene.
All right.
¿Dónde están? Tío, es que tienes el almacén un poco lejos. Vale, lo que viene siendo un poquito lejos.
Here we are. This is where we were robbed.
Hey, look on the ground. What are those?
Huh? Footprints. Very deep ones at that. Leading towards the forest.
Presumably the depth suggests that they were carrying something heavy.
Let's see where they lead.
Y usado ese.
Where have you been hiding?
Yo lo quiero. Eliminar el sistema. Vale, le quito ahí. Creo que no es esto que mueve aquí.
You think you can get your...
Why you...
Why wouldn't I, old man? Answer me this. You trade association types are worms. Coming over to our land, leeching off our people. Who's gonna leap to your defense, huh? Look it, face it. This is Inazuma. You've got no ties here.
You are despicable.
Hey! I just had an idea.
Business?
Pay up. And you can take your fabric back. Sound good?
Wait, Mr. Kurisu, please do not pay...
But...
I trust you remember our agreement? If you keep your lips firmly sealed,
Oh, yes, of course!
Then please stand well back.
It's my lucky day!
My apologies!
Que está muy mala con lo que tú quieras tú. A mi personaje.
Finally, No.
Want a taste of my hammer?
Let's get down to
Another
business.
test subject. That tingle?
Rise. Sacred name, fortune preserver.
How's this?
Feel the beat! Motion!
That tingle? That tingle?
Should the fairy
Picked the wrong subject.
Let's get down to business. Feel my blade.
Eyes on me!
Finally,
los otros los mato en la boca. O sea, no está ahí dentro de la boca, pero...
It's my lucky day!
Back off!
Wheel of life.
¿En serio? Porque... Pero si se ha salido ella.
You think you can get...
Why?
Why wouldn't I? You trade association types are Face it.
You are despicable.
Hey!
Business?
Pay up.
Wait, Mr. Kurisu.
But...
I trust you remember.
Oh, yes, of course.
Then please stand well.
Let's get down to business.
Life goes on.
Say no more!
You haven't won yet.
Boom! How's this? Say no more! To the ferry. Boom! There's more! Finally, No.
Time for your arraignment! Shred till I'm dead!
Orders given. Orders received.
There's
How
more!
is it ended Python?
That tingle? Should replace my hammer.
Well, that's resolved then.
Lo hemos matado.
No, please,
Miss Kamisato!
Don't worry, we're fine. The vagrants left in quite a hurry. It would seem they didn't have time.
Thank you.
You'd best do a
6, 8, 10.
Great! Now we can finally...
Buy silk? You mean...
This was indeed our intent.
Don't get us wrong, though. That's not the reason we helped you out. Even if it were just a few... Paimon thinks we're pretty lucky. If we...
I honestly can't. Please, say no more. You need...
Thank you, good sir.
Oh, it's free of charge. I could
No, that will never do. Merchants already have enough challenges to deal with. And there is nothing to feel distressed about. Because nothing, I repeat, nothing happened here in these woods today.
Thank you. I don't think I could ever repay. I'm...
Very well.
See you then! Bye!
Traveler, thank you for stepping in to help out.
But how come those vagrants didn't seem to know who you were? They must move in completely different
Perhaps. Either way, I'm glad they didn't recognize...
It's not every day an important person like you helps out someone.
Oh, your praise is I admit that it did feel strange for me to come to his aid. But this should have nothing to do with identity or social class. I guess that deep down, I don't see how a society can be... sorry, I'm getting off. Right. Let's head back.
Okay.
¿Pero me llevas tú? No. Tengo que ir a Patita. No, Patita. ¿Quién dice Patita? Dice teletransporte. ¿Sí? Pero tengo que hacer nada.
Wheel of life.
No se me olvide.
My experiment will succeed.
We may leave at any time.
No, está bien.
Hey there, we're back!
Welcome. So,
Yes, they here.
excellent news. So, apart from the silk, I just need to go and take stock of our materials. And
there.
I do hope nothing else is traveler. On the subject of garment, it's just... I wasn't sure how you'd feel about the idea of dressing in Inazuman attire. Oh? Are you sure? Is that impressive? So travelers...
More like when you're away from home. But Paimon would still love to check out some... Just what is that supposed to mean? They make...
I can certainly find... Something else I've been wondering is... How do people...
Be waiting.
Thank you.